Welcome back to my channel. Um, I'm actually here to answer a viewer's question. And this is actually not about the FR-1X. It's actually about the FR-8X. And I had put out a video with the old Christmas song. That's not, I guess it's old to most people. To me, it's not all that old because I remember when the show first came out. But I digress here. Anyway, I put out it's Snow Miser, Heat Miser song, and you've probably seen it and heard it from some Christmas specials. Anyway, I had put together um, some sounds, and there I want to preface this by saying these are not. I did not create these sounds. My Roland FR-8X I purchased a number of years ago from Crown Music, which is no longer in business. But at that time, Crown Music and Donna Thomas were working with Dale Mathis and his sound sets for the Roland. Dale is now working with Craft Music, and Craft Music in Wisconsin is the sole provider for that software on the Roland. Anyway, great accordion, great sound sets. He did a fantastic, exceptionally great job. So can't praise him high enough. Anyway, the question is, and by the way, I'm not being sponsored by Craft Music or Dale. I just happen to really think it makes the Roland so much better. Anyway, on to the question. I had played this song Snow Miser, Heat Miser, and I actually wanted to do something for Christmas, Christmas holiday, and I also wanted to kind of show off the sounds that I had found that Dale had put on there, and may have done a little tweaking simply by adding some instruments or whatever, but they're his sound set. They're his sounds. So, and I wanted to set up a program so it would be, fairly easy for me to switch between sounds. So I used a user program group, and for me it was actually group 51 that I put all these things in, so I could bounce around without disturbing anything else. So anyway, as ridiculous as this sounds, I put in 8 registry changes for this song. And the viewer had asked, could I tell them what they were? So the answer to that is going to be yes. And I'll probably put what I use down in the comments, but I think what's easier is if I actually show you what they are so you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share the editing software for the 8X, and then load each of these and kind of let you see what they sound like and what's happening. So at this time, I'm actually going to share my screen over here and let you see what's going on. Okay, so at this point, you should be seeing the FR-8X editing software. Now, this is the software that you can go in and you can do so much more. This is not something that this video is about. The video is really about what I use. So for the intro to it, I used my set 51, which are different, but I'm going to show you the instruments. My set 51 group 1. So let me turn on bank, and we're going to jump to 51-1. Okay, so I simply used, and Dale had set up this CMAS bell. So I had actually taken that. So what you can see is I have orchestra 1 turned on. This is telling you, this coloring here is telling you that that is turned on, and the string choir is turned on. Now, for me, those were in 1A and 1A. Okay. That was all set up by Dale. Okay. Now you can go in and edit those, and you would have to, because they're not going to be in 1A for you. Okay. And so if I wanted to edit this, so for example, if I wanted to edit this orchestra, I could come in and take any of these. So that's really what you want to do. Now, in this case, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to change it. So I'm really showing you what the sounds were. Now I'm going to go through this, a little quicker after this first one, because this is what's going to take so long. So for my intro, I have vibes and string and chorus set up for my orchestra. And I have both orchestras set up. Okay. The accordion, I simply have a musette, but I'm not using that at all. And I don't use the palm bar switch to switch to it in these. I simply hit the registries. For the bass and chord, okay, so down here, it shows that my orchestra 1 and orchestra 2 are on. And actually, this one is the active one. And that's what it's showing here. And I'm in user program, bank 51. Okay. For the bass side, my bass and chord is actually off. Okay. So on my orchestra, I'm using the music box sound. And for the chord is also the music box sound. So that is group 1. So group 1 for that segment is done. Now, for group 2, or for this, not group 2, for the second, I'll call it a section for my so when it starts, I was in 51-1. Okay. So then I go to my 51-3 for my, if you're going to call it, that's going to be my second registry change. Turn on, and then my second one. So to see what those are, you simply click down here, and it's reading the accordion. I have it connected with a USB cable. Okay, so for that one, I am again only using orchestra 1 and orchestra 2 on the treble side. And I have a tenor sax and a BaritoneLong. For my bass and chord, again, nothing happening over here. I'm simply using the music box sounds. So that is number 2. Number 3, I switched to 4. Now you're going to notice a big change over here because I'm switching away from that. Okay, so that's registry 4. Again, it's going to read this. And you'll see I am using the vibes and Fantasia. Okay, so I have those sounds over here. Again, nothing with the accordion or the organ. For the bass side, I'm using the rubber bass and the European. And that's the sound for the 3rd registry change. For the 4th registry change, I went to my number 5. Reading. Now you'll see the bass and chord stayed the same. I didn't actually change those. However, over here, for that 4th registry change, I'm doing a vibe and a combination piano and string. Okay, for the 5th registry change, I went to 7. And you can probably see right here, I actually switched to a harmonica. So again, the bass and chord are staying the same. What I've done here is I've added the harmonica to it, a mute harmonica. Okay, kept the vibes and added the mute harmonica. For the next registry change, I simply went to my number 9. And you could put these in any order. I mean, you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This just happens to be what I had when I set it up to play other Christmas music. I have other Christmas music. I was playing White Christmas, Blue Christmas. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. So, you know, different ones. But anyway, this one is now, again, my number 9. So I kept the vibes. I went to string and flute, and the bass was the same. For my next registry change, I went all the way down to my 14. And again, it doesn't matter what order. You can put these in any order. Okay, and for this one, it's loading. Again, vibes and BaritoneLong. Then my last registry change, so the 8th one that I did, I actually jumped back up to 1. So I switched back over here and I went to the vibe, the string chords, but I went back to the bass side to the music box sounds. Those are the registry changes that I did. And I hope that answers the question as to what instruments. I think it worked out very nice. And again, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And by all means, keep playing. I almost forgot. Almost forgot. Please hit the like and subscribe button below and keep playing.